Look good, check. Live good, check. Make sure the name got respect. All checks is a yes. Need a feature that's a check. Write a song that's a check first, work next. All checks is a yes. 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 Look good, check. Live good, check. Make sure the name got respect. All checks is a yes. 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 Need a feature.
What's going on, y'all? That's right. We're looking for all actors, models, singers, musicians, business owners, entrepreneurs. We're looking for you. Hey, if you want to be part of the show, either be a guest co-host or to be interviewed by Foxxie and FluZ, send all information to info@southsideradiolive. We can't wait to have you part of the show. See you soon.
Let's take this overboard now. I want you to feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. Ride them up, all night. Work it in the rhythm, sun and light. Ride them up, all night. Work it in the rhythm, sun and light.
What's going on, boo things, divas, dons, FluZ, I like it. It's your number one vixen, Foxxie. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? And you are now listening to the hottest LGBTQ plus I radio podcast talk show right here, The NEKKED Truth on southsideradiolive. I could not get that out. WSSR. What's going on, FluZ?
What's up, baby?
Oh my God. Happy belated birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. Oh.
That was my pat in the
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes.
Many more.
Many. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. So what you do for your birthday?
Can I say?
Ooh, maybe we should not say then.
Bitch, what didn't I do for my birthday?
Oh my. Well.
Yeah.
Okay. In the words of T.S. Madison's, hear us. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get with the show. Just remember, you can follow us right now. If you want to, head on over to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The NEKKED Truth. You can also follow all of us here at southsideradiolive website. Head on over there right now so you can catch up on all the latest videos that is uploaded, catch all the previous episodes of all the hot, amazing podcasts here at southsideradiolive, and scroll to the bottom and make sure you subscribe to our list so that way you will get emails and alerts every time new content is uploaded to our website. All right. And don't forget to tune in to the NEKKED Truth live every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the show because we got a lot to get into. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Here we go again. I said this last week, FluZ.
What?
Every week it seems we're doing a RIP.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right.
DMX.
Yeah.
Black Rob.
Yeah.
And here we go with Shock G.
Yeah.
This is getting very hard to do with.
Are they all from New York?
I think Shock G is from LA. From the Bay Area, California.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, so Shock G of Digital Underground passed away at the age of 57. Shock G is famous for Digital Underground's hit The Humpty Dance and his work with Tupac Shakur. The rap legend was found dead Thursday in a hotel room in Tampa, according to his father, Edward Racker. We're told the cause of death is unclear, but there were no signs of trauma. Shock's father says authorities will conduct an autopsy. Shock G was the lead singer for the pioneering hip-hop group Digital Underground, and he gets into character as his alter ego in the video Humpty Hump for the group's famous 1989 song and dance, where Tupac was a backup singer for. Shock was also known for his collabs with Tupac. He's featured on Pac's 1993 song, I Get Around. Oh my God, that's my song. Okay. And he was one of the producers on Tupac's 1991 debut solo album, Tupacalypse Now. In fact, Shock G helped introduce Tupac to the music world. Pac was a member of Digital Underground when he appeared on the group's 1991 song and music video, Same Song, for his first published work. Shock G was born and raised on the East Coast, but he eventually settled in Oakland where he formed Digital Underground in the late 1980s with Chopmaster Jay and Kenneth Water. In addition to his work, Tupac, Shock G produced songs for Dr. Dre, Prince, KRS-One, just to name a few. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a whole lot.
You didn't know that Tupac was a backup dancer for them.
No, I didn't at all.
Really?
No, I'm familiar with the song especially, but not too much more.
Oh my God. The Humpty Dance. I was living in Harvey on Vine Street, 15127 Vine Street to be exact.
Oh, who address you putting out here?
That's my old address.
But it's somebody else's now.
Okay, well. So all my divas done. Boo things. I want to go take a picture to see where I used to live at as a kid. I used to go to Whittier Elementary School right around the corner. But that's where I lived at when the Humpty Dance first came out. That is Mama Fox's favorite all-time song. Like,
really?
Yes. When that song comes on, oh baby, she got to do the Humpty Dance.
Get out.
Yes. That was like the dance of the century at that time. Everybody was doing a Humpty Dance. And Tupac was back there getting it. I'm like, ow, ow. Oh, Tupac, thank you.
You're so silly. You are so silly.
Okay, speaking of legends, Dionne Warwick doesn't know if Mariah Carey and Toni Braxton are icons. She says, I'll have to give it some thought. Now, you brought this to me. Okay? And I had some few
what
choice words about it all. But Dionne went on to say, I know it takes more than a hit record. Okay, so according to Yahoo News, Dionne Warwick isn't one to hold back her opinions and reminded fans that by letting it be known that fellow singers Mariah Carey and Toni Braxton weren't icons in her mind. So just give y'all a little history of Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick is the first black pop superstar. She was interviewed with True Exclusives and was asked what it took to be an icon.
Right.
Okay. And this is what she gave her opinion. It takes more than just a hit record. Warwick was asked if Carey, a 5-time Grammy winner with 18 number one singles and a career spanning over 30 years, could be considered an icon. The 80-year-old Dionne Warwick wasn't quite sure.
I don't know what puts her at the place to make that decision at all, because I don't consider her an icon. Right.
Well, she says, I don't know. She went on to say, I don't know her that well. She says, I love her music. She writes incredibly well. Hero happens to be one of my favorite songs that she wrote. I have to give it one thought. But when it came to Toni Braxton, honey,
right,
she was very dismissive of Braxton, who has hits such as Unbreak My Heart and Breathe Again, in addition to earning 7 Grammy Awards, 9 Billboard Music Awards, and 7 American Music Awards.
So why is she trying to delve down their careers like this?
Okay, so this is what I say. I would say Mariah Carey is more of an icon.
Okay.
Than Toni Braxton. Toni Braxton is a legend, but not an icon. People they think icons and legends is two of the same things, and it's not.
Okay.
Okay. An icon, I look at your accolades. I look at your length and your longevity in the industry.
Okay.
Okay. I look at people you birth. You know, other artists that's coming up that's following in the same footsteps. Look at Ariana Grande. They already calling her the new Mariah Carey.
Right.
You know, the way she sings, the way she wears her hair, the way she performs is all idolizing Mariah Carey. You know, Toni Braxton, legend.
Okay. I can take that.
Legendary voice.
Right.
Timeless hits.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have that same longevity. She doesn't have that same success story as Mariah Carey has.
I can take that, yeah.
So, Toni Braxton could have been an icon? Yeah.
I think that was more with her health.
Yeah.
That really kind of slowed her down a little bit.
And then, you know, she's more known for her bankruptcies.
Oh, gracious. Foxxie.
When you bring up Toni Braxton, people bring up the whole bankruptcy story. People bring up the time when she was married to the, what's his name? Was it the drummer that played in the band they had a terrible relationship? So I would say Mariah Carey is an icon.
Okay.
I would give her that. I mean, come on. When a bitch moves to New York and buys this big ass old vacant hotel
and makes it her house
and turns it into her home.
Yeah.
She turned a hotel into her home. That's icon status.
It is. I have to admit, it is.
Okay, sitting in the bathtub
and she's like the queen of Christmas. So
yes, she's the queen of Christmas, baby. Right. What's the song?
All I want for Christmas is you.
All I want for Christmas. I can't stand the song, but I still sing it.
Right, because she's definitely the queen of Christmas.
She is. She is. You can't think of Christmas now without hearing All I Want for Christmas everywhere you go. All right. So, Dionne, I don't think, not to take anything away from Dionne, because Dionne has been around probably before my mother was around.
Yeah, honey. But when did she stop performing? When did she stop making records? She's been around. Yeah, she's been around,
but she's stopped making records a while.
Okay. Is she still on any committees or anything like that?
I have no idea.
Because we don't trust her. Okay. You're too old for me to trust.
But she is the first black artist to actually cross over into the white pop industry.
Does she remember that?
I'm sure she does.
Oh, okay.
When she smoked her weed.
Right.
All right. All right, Lil Nas X.
Uh-oh.
No, this is actually really good. So Lil Nas X dropped another version of Montero, Call Me By Your Name.
Right.
By playing all the sounds of the music with his mouth.
With his mouth, yeah.
Which is completely amazing.
Yeah. I think that he was trying to show his artistry more. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of the people, I'm sure, still in the industry is considering him a gimmick.
Yeah.
You know, so the things that he does and tries to put out as far as like his Instagram, if you look at his social media, he's really good about changing some things up to let you know just how authentic he really is.
I totally agree with that. I see it.
Yeah.
You know, and he's basically just says, bam, bitch, y'all thought I wasn't talented enough that I couldn't do this. He's a theater kid.
Right.
You know, he could sing.
Right.
He could basically imitate any instrument just with his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Hear us.
No.
But I watched it and I was like, wow. Like, he literally do not need any track.
Yeah, he was good.
Backing
really,
it all.
Really good. That was amazing, actually.
Very good. Kudos to Lil Nas X, and he's consistently dropping things on his YouTube channel. Remember, I was telling you, FluZ, that he's beating up the middleman.
How many views was that we were talking about when Montero has already?
It was already... It was two. When I told you about it, which one? The actual video?
The actual video, yeah.
Oh, the actual video is like in the hundreds of millions now.
Wow.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 200 million or something like that. Or
that's those internet kids, baby. They gonna still make money afterward.
Yeah. So like that video, the official video, I'm sure any views, because that's licensed through Columbia Records.
Yeah,
will get their cut. Well, they get their cut anyway. They get their cut before all of this.
Right.
So any money left after paying, the production company and all that stuff.
That's why he kind of keeps reintroducing this song in different areas. Yeah, yes. That way they don't own it.
So now he's getting all this extra money.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing no tours. Like, he honestly don't have to do no tours.
No, he doesn't.
He could just do everything straight off YouTube and make his coins.
Right.
And now he's coming out with all these different versions and different little videos and stuff.
Yeah, I think that was very, very smart, very strategic.
Yes, like the whole behind the scenes of him listening to it and recording Montero.
Yeah.
Like, that's already has like 3, 4, 5 million views already. So kudos to Lil Nas X for actually just being almost the social media king now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty dope. Really.
All right, you guys, it is time for my favorite part of the show. It is time for the Naked Truth update segment. Pam G, where's my motherfucking intro? All right, it is time for the Naked Truth update, and this is the Derek Chauvin update. Department of Justice considering charging Derek Chauvin for a 2017 incident involving him kneeling on the back of the neck of a teenager for 17 whole minutes. According to recent reports, Derek Chauvin is now on the radar of the Department of Justice as it is strongly considering charging him for an incident involving a black teen where he used his knee to once again implement excessive force. ABC News reports on September 4th, 2017, Derek Chauvin was shown in a series of videos hitting a black male teenager in the head with so much force that the boy needed stitches, then continued to assault him by holding the young boy down with his knee for nearly 17 minutes, while also ignoring his pleas that he couldn't breathe. After arriving on the scene of the incident, Chauvin hit the boy in the head with his flashlight within seconds of his arrival, grabbed him by the throat, hit him again, and applied a neck restraint, causing the child to lose consciousness and go to the ground, according to Minneapolis prosecutor Mark Frank accounts of the videos. Frank continued adding Chauvin and the other officer placed the teenager in a prone position and handcuffed him behind his back while the teenager's mother pleaded with them not to kill her son and told her son to stop resisting. About a minute after going to the ground, the child began repeatedly telling the officers that he could not breathe, and his mother told Chauvin to take his knee off her son. Back to our scheduled program. So we're about to get this motherfucker once again
because he has a history of this somehow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? I actually do remember this happening.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was like, not sure. It's been a while.
Right, but not realizing it's the same motherfucking cop.
Yeah.
And I believe there's going to be more. I think there's going to be some more shit that's going to come out and they're going to charge him with.
Oh, yeah, he thought it was over. But no.
You thought that you probably would get the bare minimum sentence when it comes to George Floyd. Or they about to make sure you're going to spend your life in prison.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to make sure they can find anybody and everybody that was affected beforehand.
Yep. So if that don't prove that he is a racist, I don't know what will prove it, because just because of the color of the skin, you continually to punch this teenager in the face with the flashlight, punched him in the face to the point he needs stitches, and kneeled on his neck again.
Right.
For 17 minutes.
Right, 17 minutes, right.
So he lost consciousness.
See, again, I say I'm very shocked on how this all went.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I really thought he had a possibility of getting away with this.
Oh, he would have got away with it.
So
he would have got away with it.
I mean, not the first time, but I mean the second time after, the man passing and everything like that.
Right.
George Floyd passing.
But I think of it like this: if this George Floyd thing didn't go to trial, that means he would have got away with all the other shit
the first
too.
one, yeah, or whatever else is left.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, he does not need to be. Look, okay, throw him in the cell next to Beba
under the jail.
Okay, no, I need him in the cell with Beba.
He don't need no friends.
Oh, but today ain't gonna be no friend. But Beba's dick to his ass is gonna be a friend.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I need him in a cell next to Beba and Momo. Beba and Momo. Okay, put him in a 3-4 persons, 2 bunk beds in the cell.
Let's put him in there with Cat Williams.
Oh, Cat Williams ain't gonna pay him no attention. Cat Williams got the sex style. So
oh my goodness.
Okay, so we need some huge hung, horny.
Oh my.
Big old Bebo. And Momo.
Bebo and Momo. Who is Bebo?
That's going to take turns on Derek.
Wow. That don't mean he...
For the rest of his life.
Baby, you don't know what he's into already.
Okay. Use toes. Use your ankles. Fisting.
Not your ankles. Toes. You trying to kill him.
Look. Oh, well, hey. We're moving on. Because I'm about to go there.
Oh my gracious. No.
Who gotta know how I feel about that Derek motherfucker? Yeah. All right, so the same day of the verdict, honey, 6 police killings across America happened within 24 hours.
Right.
The same day of the verdict.
They're trying to prove a point.
Yes. So the most recent one that happened on Friday, April 23rd, was in North Carolina. Kirk Rivers leads a group of demonstrators as they block a certain street out there in Elizabeth City in North Carolina as they demands some action after a fatal shooting that a body camera video was released by the sheriffs. Andrew Brown, a 42-year-old black man from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, was shot to death by Wednesday by one or more deputy sheriffs trying to serve a drug-related search and arrest warrants. So that's the most recent one. There's actually 2 recent ones. Then, of course, you got the 6-year-old girl in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
You have an off-the-arrested man in Escondido, California. An unidentified man in San Antonio.
What?
Another man killed in the same city in San Antonio hours after the first. And then a 31-year-old man in Central Massachusetts.
Wow.
And then this one. Okay. A deputy who shot a black man that appears to mistake a phone for a gun.
The officer mistaking the phone for a gun?
The officer mistake the cell phone for a gun.
Wow.
Y'all gonna have to tune into the NEKKED Truth Live because we'll play the body cam video that is now being released. But it says body cam footage and 911 audio released late Friday. Pictures show that a Virginia deputy mistook a cordless house phone held by a black man for a gun before the deputy shot him repeatedly. Family members said Isaiah Brown, who was 32, was in intensive care with 10 bullet wounds following the shooting outside a home in Spotsylvania County early Wednesday. The body camera video shows the deputy arriving at the scene and yelling at Brown to show his hands. The deputy then yells, "Drop the gun," multiple times and appears to say over his radio, he's got a gun to his head. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because that just pissed me the fuck off.
Right.
You clearly can't tell the difference between a house phone, a cordless house phone, and a gun.
Right.
You do not need to be a police officer. The fact that this kind of reminds me of the other cop, the white lady cop that killed Dante White, when she said taser, taser, taser.
Right.
You're yelling, drop the gun multiple times.
Right.
Just so you could try to cover your ass on the other end of the people that's listening. Oh, he must got a gun.
Right.
Now, I looked into this story even more. The same fucking cop. Now, just to let you know, Isaiah Brown is in ICU fighting for his life.
Wow.
He's on life support. Now, the cop that shot him multiple times is the same fucking cop that gave him a ride home not too long ago when their car stopped on him.
Wow.
So you know this man.
Wow.
You know this man. And how the fuck can you mistake a cordless phone for a gun?
You know, I'm starting to think that's just more of a choice. You know what I'm saying? Every time we do something, they want to say that we have a gun.
Okay. And then he says, after he said that he's got a gun to his head.
Right.
He goes to say, what is that? He says, hold your hands up. He says, stop walking towards me. Stop before firing at least 7 shots. What happened to just shot until they just shoot them in the kneecap, shoot them in the foot, or a warning shot in the air? Or where's your fucking taser? Because first of all,
right,
they even looked at when they looked at the body cam, the guy was not close enough to even permit you to pull out your gun to shoot him.
Wow.
So he was no threat to you.
And he was walking toward him? He
was walking towards him, but he was still so far, the distance was still so far away that he should not have felt no threat.
Right. He shouldn't have, yeah.
He wasn't running towards you. He was walking real slow and he had a house phone to his ear.
Why?
Because he the one that called 911.
Interesting.
He was on the phone. Isaiah Brown was on his house phone talking to 911.
Oh, you did say he had in his quarters house phone. Okay, yeah.
The deputy in question made multiple. Now, let's check this out, you guys. Made multiple basic policing errors and violated established protocols. The deputy was situated nearly 50 feet from Isaiah, was never threatened, and should never had discharged his weapon.
So what are we doing about this officer? Because he had absolutely no reason.
None whatsoever.
To take any of these actions.
Okay. Now, the officer now is suspended, of course.
Right.
Pending investigation. Fuck the investigation.
Right.
You know exactly what happened. Once that body camera is released, you know exactly what happened. There's no more investigation.
Right.
He's no longer a police officer, and right off the straight, no fucking trial.
Nothing.
10 years minimum.
But they're promised.
If he died,
they're promised
double.
Ooh, that's your personal feelings, right?
Yeah.
I understand.
This is something extreme has to happen to these cops for them to stop. The reason they're not stopping is because they're not getting punished the way they should be getting punished, and they really are getting off scot-free.
Yeah.
Regardless if they're serving a year or 2, they're getting off scot-free because we don't know what kind of conditions that they're going into in those prisons. They're probably catering to their motherfucking asses.
You never know. You never know.
So yes, bare minimum 10 years. And put them next to Bobo and Momo.
Oh, Bobo and Momo again. Okay.
Darn it.
You gonna put them all in one cell together?
Oh, no, that's too many cops in the cell with Bobo and Momo.
Oh my goodness.
So there's gotta be other Bobo and Momos. You know, they wait, you know, there's our prisoners and inmates waiting for a cop to come in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
And they're all watching the news.
I'm sure.
So they are waiting, baby.
And you never know who you done had locked up.
Okay, they letting that nut build up.
Oh my goodness. He's so silly. Oh, he's so sharp.
They making sure they go to, what is it called? When they go get their products and their cigarettes.
Oh, commissary.
Yeah, they making sure they save up to get enough petroleum jelly. Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, they are waiting for these cops to come on.
I mean, you could just spit, but
come on in the room. I say don't use no petroleum jelly. Make it hurt.
Oh,
they deserve it.
They ain't gonna be able to use it here.
Oh well, they ain't scared. They ain't scared to kill somebody. So make it hurt.
Oh my gracious.
All right. Speaking of killing somebody, O.J. Simpson.
Oh my gracious, girl. Ooh, he said if he would have did it.
Right. He said, hear us.
No.
O.J. Simpson slams LeBron James for a tweet on Ma'Khia Bryant's shooting. Now, if y'all remember, LeBron initially tweeted a photo of Nicholas Reading, that's the cop, the Columbus officer who fatally shot Ma'Khia, with the caption, "You're next." #accountability.
Right.
LeBron has since deleted the tweet after receiving a lot of heat, but he followed it up with the explanation for why he did it in the first place. He says, "I'm so damn tired of seeing black people killed by police." LeBron said, "I took the tweet down because it's being used to create more hate. This isn't about one officer. It's about the entire system, and they always use our words to create more racism. I am so desperate for more accountability." He also tweeted, "Anger does any of us any good, and that includes myself." I guess I'm supposed to say doesn't.
Right.
Gathering all the facts and educating does, though. My anger still is here for what happened to that little girl. My sympathy is for her and her family, and may justice prevail. Okay?
Right.
Now, before I go any further.
Go ahead, please.
We have discussed this topic on our NEKKED Truth Live last week. I got a little, I'm surprisingly, I only got just a little heat from just a couple of people.
From the video?
Yeah. I thought I was going to get more, and I was ready because, you know, I live for this. Here's the thing. Do it sucks that she's no longer with us? Yes.
Of course.
I don't want anybody to die, especially by the hands of the police, honey.
Right.
But at the same time, as I said, going based on what I seen, that's the only opinion I gave.
It kind of makes me wonder, is anybody actually looking at the video, or they're just like passing the information along?
Exactly. Now, when we first seen the video, which I watched multiple times in multiple angles, what I seen was, at the point, was I thought another girl. I thought Ma'Khia was pinning another girl to the car and was about to slice open this girl. I put myself in the parent's shoes. If that was my girl that was about to be sliced open, I need the cops to make a decision to save my girl. Regardless of what the situation had happened. Okay, yes, Ma'Khia Pye was protecting herself against these girls. You know, hey, I said it on a live. Do what you got to do to protect yourself. But once those cops are on the scene,
let it go.
Let it go. Especially, come on now. These cops are looking for any reason to shoot and kill you.
Let it go and speak your piece.
Okay. Now, I said if she would have dropped the knife, or she would have stayed in, because everybody said she's the one to call 911.
Right. I keep hearing that too.
But now we have more information on reason why she didn't stay in the house.
Okay. What happened?
Because who she was fighting was her own foster family.
What?
Yes. I guess this house she stays in. She's a foster child.
You're kidding me.
And so the girl that she had pinned up to the car was not actually a girl. It was a 29-year-old woman.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't know what relation that she was to Micaiah, but she was actually fighting and protecting herself from the same motherfuckers who's supposed to be protecting her.
So wait a minute.
She was being bullied and picked on a lot in this foster home.
Who's the 29-year-old then?
I don't know. I know she's probably one of the ladies that lives in the house. I don't know if it's her foster sister. I don't know if it's the daughter of somebody else. I don't know who this 29-year-old woman was, but these were all grown women picking a fight
with a 15,
trying to jump on a 15-year-old.
Right.
Okay. So now at this point, I still say, do what you got to do to protect yourself.
She had a weapon getting ready to kill somebody, and the cop pulls up in the middle of this.
And like I said, everybody says she's the one that called 911. At that point, Micaiah did not have a phone in her hand.
And guess what? An officer doesn't know who called.
It's 5 women out there. Any one of them could have been Micaiah that called the police.
Right.
If you watch the video, you see the woman that Micaiah had pinned to the car. At the beginning of the video, when the cops first arrived, first of all, to all of those to say that he had his gun drawn out as soon as he got out of his car, lies.
No.
He did not have his gun drawn as soon as he got out the car. You watch the beginning of the video, he pulls up, he gets out. The woman in the pink, now that we know that's a 29-year-old woman that Micaiah was about to slice open.
Right.
Okay, protecting herself. Well, at that moment she wasn't. But
right, not at all.
But the lady in the pink walked towards the cop.
Police officer, yeah.
So that cop will probably was thinking this is the one because he see this other one with a knife. He sees another woman getting pushed down to the ground and a man kicking her.
Yeah.
The woman in the pink is talking to the cop, so he probably automatically thinking you're the one that called 911.
Right.
So this is the one I need to protect. Then when he see all this other commotion going on, he turns his head because a man is kicking the woman that's on the ground.
Right.
Okay, and by the time he pays attention to that, soon as he turns his head, he sees Micaiah with a knife about to go straight into this woman.
Yeah.
Going based on what I see. Not saying, again, guys, she shouldn't be dead, but either way, the outcome still would have been worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody wins in this situation.
Nope.
Okay, the cop doesn't win. Micaiah doesn't win. And then the bitches that was trying to jump her doesn't win.
Nope.
Because of whatever reason they wanted to pick and bully and mess with her, she's dead because she was protecting herself.
Correct.
And the cops did not know that because they didn't know which one of these women called the police.
All they know is somebody had a weapon. They were getting ready to use it.
Bitch, all he knew was a whole brawl going on when he got there.
Yep.
He didn't know what the fuck. Okay, he didn't know if he needed to go after this man that's kicking this woman. Then all of a sudden he sees another girl who he probably thought was a woman. He probably didn't even realize she was 15 years old.
Right.
Okay. With a knife.
Yeah.
And that was about to go into another woman.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I feel what everybody is saying. And people was like, well, it seemed like you just justifying the cop and all this stuff and woo-woo this and woo-woo that. I was like, you have to put yourself in the cop's shoes in this situation.
Right.
Okay. In this situation. Don't think about the George Floyd. Don't think about Trey. Don't think about none of those at this moment. For this situation, think about all the factors that went into this. I'm not justifying what the cop did.
Right.
But you have to look at every single factor of this situation only.
Yeah.
Because everybody is so still on the hype of, the Derek Chauvin and everything that's going on.
Right.
And all these other killings.
We can't excuse that was wrong.
Right. So everybody is so gun-ho that this is a white cop killing a black girl.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a fact. But that is not the reason.
No, there was a girl getting ready to attack and kill another girl.
The knife was inches away from the girl.
Mm-hmm.
He had a split second decision to think.
Exactly.
I gotta protect this person. Because as I say, he don't know which one called the police.
He don't.
And that's the thing that everybody keeps saying. You killed her and she called y'all for help. She called y'all for help.
How is he supposed to know that?
How you supposed to know that when he pulled up and everybody's brawling? Yeah. He don't know which one of these women. There's 5 other women out here. 5 other women out here. Who called me?
Yeah.
But the person that called is the one that's attacking everybody at the time that he arrived.
That's great. and has a weapon. When did you go get this weapon? You know what I'm saying? A brawl is a brawl. But when you start involving knives and guns and things like that, you deal with a whole different entity.
Yeah, especially when these cops are trained, especially when it comes to black people.
Yeah.
You got a weapon, they're going to shoot and kill you.
Why would you give them a reason to?
They're going to shoot and kill you.
Yeah, she was seeing too much red at that point.
Right, because we see a whole bunch of videos when there's, I'm sorry, but white people, they have butcher knives, they got hammers. Even one, I remember one when a cop pulled over a truck, and the guy had a gun in his lap, threatened the cop that I will kill you, a white man.
Mm-hmm.
And they did not do anything.
Yeah.
They didn't shoot at the car, especially when the truck drove off. They didn't shoot at the car. They didn't do nothing. Then I just saw another video today, and it was in an apartment building. At the top of the stairs, there's a white man with glasses with 2 butcher knives in his hand, talking about he was sliced and killed both of these cops. These cops wrestled him to the ground.
Still wrestled him, right?
And tased him.
Yeah.
And we watched on the NEKKED Truth Live. I showed one where the white guy came out his house with a big old butcher knife or machete or something, swinging at the cops.
Yeah.
Barely missing them. Kept talking about, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. They didn't do anything to him.
That's true.
So yes, I know there's something real fucked up when it comes to a lot of these cops who's trained to shoot and kill a person of color when they have a weapon.
Right.
I'm not excusing that. I'm not ignoring the fact, but I'm just speaking on what I saw with my own 2 eyes.
In particular, right.
Now, OJ agrees with me.
Oh, okay.
So let's take a listen to what OJ has to say about LeBron tweets.
Okay. Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Tough morning listening to all the criticism that LeBron James is getting. I'm a fan of LeBron. I admire the work that he's done, how he's helped his community and how he's helped his friends, and how he's been fighting all of these social issues, especially that of systemic racism in the legal system and with the police departments around our country. But you can't fight every battle. You know, you can't, you got to pick your battles. I mean, it's a war that must be fought, but sometimes you need to take your time and be a little more patient before you comment on some of these bad incidences that are happening with police departments. This one, LeBron should have waited. I'm a little upset with most of the media because they showed us edited versions of what took place with the girl with the knife. They made it sound as if this was another police.
All right, there you have it. He's telling, basically told LeBron to not jump to every single battle.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like pull back and let's wait until everything is out there on the table.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the media is going to put out what they're going to put out. And people think the media is just news. No, the media could put out. Let me tell you something, how media is tricky.
Go ahead.
You do know media has people that pay for trolls.
Oh yeah, of course.
And these trolls would sit out and put stuff up. They would be at these, the crime of the scene and do live videos.
Mm-hmm.
These are trolls that could possibly be paid by the media to influence your thought about the situation at hand, to spark a war when it shouldn't even be one.
Okay.
And so we have to wait, because I was one of those. I did a LeBron. When I heard that lawyer Crump, posted on Instagram about what happened, I instantly got upset. I was like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Because his words was another unarmed black teenager murdered by the hands of a cop.
Yeah.
Instantly, I got upset. I found out who it was. I was like, okay, I even went to Facebook. I put hashtag justice for Ma'Khia Bryant. I was like, before even watching the video or anything, then I watched the video and then I was like, okay, hold on. Let me take this down. Let me wait a minute and get the full story and see exactly what the fuck is going on.
Right.
So that's exactly what OJ Simpson is saying. It's like, okay, LeBron, I like you. I like you as a person. I like everything that you do for the people, all of this, but we can't fight every single battle.
Yeah.
Stop jumping based on emotions
and start paying attention
and pay attention to everything. Let's wait to see what the fuck is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, OJ. Okay.
Well, he would know.
Oh, yes, he would know.
Oh He would know.
He would know, because if the gloves don't fit,
You must have quit.
you must have motherfucking have quit. Hear us.
Okay.
So we're going to keep an eye on this, because I really, like you said, FluZ, on our NEKKED Truth Live last week, I want to know the beginning to the end.
I do. I want to know more information on the whole Ma'Khia Bryant story.
Right.
I want to know how it all began.
Exactly. I want to know who all lives in this foster home.
Yep.
Which now
That
makes
more
me
sense now.
question. Yes, because remember on media, the news had Ma'Khia's aunt
Or mother.
and mother. No, both. The
Okay.
mother saying that she was very motherly
Yeah.
and a peacemaker.
Right.
Ma'Khia don't even live with you.
That's why I'm like, are those, they may not even be her big kid.
Right. Now, I don't know if that was the birth mother
Or the foster mother.
or the foster mother that was
Because
saying
I really
that.
didn't see much emotion.
I know.
No lie. I'm sorry. But I was kind of like, why is she so calm about
I
this?
saw more emotion from the auntie
Okay.
who said, we all go through shit.
Yeah.
So she was going through some shit. We all go through shit, but you're not going to paint her to be this bad person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this right now before anybody try to get on Fox's case. I'm not saying Ma'Khia was a bad person. I actually went to Ma'Khia's TikTok, and based on, because I don't know Ma'Khia personally. None of us know Ma'Khia personally.
Yeah.
Okay, so really don't. All we know is what Ma'Khia showed us on her TikTok. And based on her TikTok, she thinks like she was a sweet person who, just like to get on TikTok. She does her little hair and does her hair and everything on there. She seems like an angel. Like she seems like your typical 15-year-old. Let me
Right.
put it that. Typical teenager.
Yeah.
Okay? That's all we know. So all y'all motherfuckers think that's out there that don't know her personally, shut the fuck up.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
We only know what we see, and that's what we saw on TikTok of Ma'Khia Bryant. And like I said, based on TikTok and what I've seen, she's a sweet girl, typical teenager.
Right. That's what I said. I want to know more information on what happened.
Yes, I want to know who all lives in this foster home.
Yeah, we need more background story on this.
Yes, I want to know why if they was bullying her, if that's true, if they was bullying her, picking on her, and she was fed up and she was, fighting for her life. Because for one thing I do know, people that lives through the whole system, foster system,
Yeah.
they have to fight for a survival.
Yeah.
A lot of times. Because a lot of times these foster kids don't end up in the best situations at all.
That's true.
So I get it. That part, if it's true, I get it. I get it why she had to grab the knife and fight for survival. That's all she do know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to definitely be following this story and keep y'all up to date on it, okay?
Yes, for sure.
All right, now it's time for your best friend.
Oh,
Caitlyn Jenner.
girl.
Yeah, that's your best
Don't-
friend.
don't
girl.
do that.
Are you going out for time?
I can't stand Caitlyn.
You're going to go
Jenner.
out for tea and crumpets?
No, never.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner is now running for governor of California.
I'll run back home.
Okay, now is Arnold Schwarzenegger still the governor of California?
I thought that was Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, you thought Arnold Schwarzenegger and Caitlyn Jenner was the same person?
Exactly.
Oh my lord, shut up. Okay.
She came out of her wig, girl. And
Oh my
talking.
god. Well, now that Caitlyn Jenner, she has officially signed all the paperwork and everything there is to run for the governor of California.
Please.
People are wondering if the Kardashians gonna back her up in this, because the Kardashians, especially Kim, who's big on prison reform and all that stuff, and Kris Jenner, she was in, kind of heavy in politics and stuff. So they're like, okay, so it's the Kardashians gonna back you because that's gonna be a huge backing for her.
For what?
For governor.
Why does she want to become governor is my issue.
Well, Caitlyn Jenner is very heavy in politics. She used to be a huge Trump supporter. And then I guess, based on all the stuff that Donald Trump, was doing, she kind of stepped away from that.
I'm sure.
But a lot of her political views is very, very, very Republican.
Okay.
Okay. So, but she's always, even before transition, she's always been heavy in politics.
Gotcha.
But the Kardashians said they would not be hitting the campaign trail on behalf of Caitlyn Jenner.
Do we know why?
Yes.
Why?
Okay. Now that she's running for governor, because their views and the views of CJ. Because the Kardashian views and the views of Caitlyn Jenner do not mesh, and the fallout from her divorce from Kris makes it all just too tricky.
I'm sure.
Caitlyn's politics have been an issue with the family for years. She has taken positions on issues like gay marriage. She was against gay marriage.
Okay.
Which she initially opposed, but now she supports it.
I'm sure.
Which landed a lead balloon with the Kardashians. Basically, it's just like, girl.
Right. You don't know what you want to do, honey, is what it is.
So
I'm not going to back this confused girl, honey.
Here's my thing. And this is what Caitlyn Jenner's going to try to go for. She's going to try to go for the trans vote, and that the fact that she's a trans woman, and that she would get a lot of the gay vote. But we don't forget.
No. You saw, remember she did the, what was it, I Am Caitlyn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that backfired.
That was so backfired.
I don't think a lot of trans women really feature Caitlyn.
No.
Honestly.
Caitlyn did not go through the journey.
No.
Because she has the money.
Right.
She woke up one day. The only journey we saw was her hair growing and a little plastic surgery that was going on. Because everybody, every season of the Kardashians was like, okay.
Right.
She's looking different. And people probably put one and one together. Like, is she transitioning?
Right. Did she do full surgery?
I don't know. I don't know and don't care.
Okay.
Because I don't care for her.
Right.
I don't care for anything she stands for. I don't think she's a staple for the trans community, and anybody that feels that she is a staple for the trans community, please go and look in the mirror.
Right.
Okay. I just don't, I don't like her soul. I don't like her energy. I don't like anything about her at all.
There's something real fake about the situation. It
real
really is.
Fake. And if you think Caitlyn Jenner, you can hear me. This is Foxxie B. Foxxie B, honey. Okay, over here at southsideradiolive, WSSR, out here in Chicago on the south side. You listen to me. Look me up. Google me if you want to have a conversation. But I think you are a fake ass hoe.
Oh.
Okay, you're going to try to run for a governor, and I hope you don't win. Everybody in California, please do not waste your vote.
Don't be fooled
on this joke.
Don't be fooled.
Oh, don't waste your vote on this joke.
I like it.
Yes, because Caitlyn Jenner is a joke.
Is that the anti-slogan?
Yeah, okay, yes. Don't waste your vote on a joke. I mean, let's be real. She's going to try to use the gays. She's going to try to use the trans. She's going to try to use the whole LGBTQ. She's probably going to come up with some speech and her plans to uplift the LGBT so she can get the vote. And she's not going to do none of the shit.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a Trump in a wig.
But she is. She honestly is.
She's a Trump in a wig. She's for the rich.
Like I said, she's very confused.
Yes. All right. So Caitlyn Jenner for the governor is toilet.
It's a no.
It's a toilet. Flush it. Come up with a new segment. Flush of the day.
Flush of the day.
Oh, flush of the day.
Flush of the day goes to Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay. All right. Now it's time for our favorite part of the show. It is time for Would You Rather.
Oh, no.
And this is our 3 have to go special, and only 1 can stay. And today we are choosing chicken places. All right. And your choices are Popeyes, KFC, Church's Chicken, Raising Cane.
I could only choose 1 then.
Yes. 3 has to go and only 1 can stay.
Okay. Bye KFC. Bye Cane.
Between Popeyes and Church's Chicken.
I actually like Church's.
I do.
I'm going to keep Church's.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so Popeyes has to go, KFC has to go, and Raising Cane's has to go.
Right.
All right. And I totally agree. This is going to be a very quick would you rather.
I know, right? I see.
Okay, I wish there was more Church's Chickens. I love Church's Chicken. It's the closest thing you're going to get to home fried chicken.
Okay.
Everybody like, it's too greasy. When you fry chicken at home, it's greasy too.
They are greasy, but I've learned a trick for Church's.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the oven.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's so good.
And it comes all off.
Oh, it's so good. Church's Chicken is so good. I might get me some today.
I might too.
Mm-hmm. So bye-bye Raising Cane's. I never had Raising Cane's, so it was easy for me to let it go. But I had to come up with another chicken place, and that was the only thing I could think of that could be in this category.
Right.
KFC, never cared too much for KFC, but KFC does have the amazing honey barbecue wings when they do have it. And Popeyes, they was on my radar when they came out with the chicken, when they first came out with the chicken sandwich.
What about Browns? Anyone like Browns?
Okay, that is the end of the show.
No, like Brown's chicken?
Okay, Martha Vineyards. No. That's very Martha Vineyards, honey. Brown's chicken, no.
I liked Brown's chicken.
I'm sure you do. Mm-hmm. You like octopus too.
I do.
Uh-huh. So that is Mikey. All right. And Mikey, let them know where they can find you.
On my social media, it's MarcusJDahling. That's MarcusJDahling on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can catch me on Clubhouse at FluZ, FLUZ.
And MarthaVenus.com.
Oh, woo! I mean, I live next to the Obamas. Okay. He can always and forever find me at my OnlyFans. We're going to revamp, but I got you. You know what I say? If you got the meat, I got the feed. What's up?
Okay. Donna.
Who's Donna?
Challenge.
Who?
Evelyn Lozada.
Oh my goodness.
Challenge. Who got the best feats between FluZ, Evelyn, or Donna?
Hey. Y'all can't do things I do.
All right, guys. Y'all know you can find me, the number one vixen. You can find me on all of my social media pages, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and Clubhouse at TheRealFoxxie. Don't forget to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, TheRealFoxxiebass. Make sure you head on over there now, subscribe and turn on those notifications. And don't forget, check us all out right here at southsideradiolive. Yeah, head on over to that website because you will be truly entertained. And on that note, don't forget to
what?
Fuck
who?
Them hoes.
Where?
Over there. I need y'all to be yourself. Be happy, be free, and love everybody. And until next time, peace.
Peace.